Howdy! If you're looking for a tutorial on how to sign up and use Texas A&M's resume reviewing tool VMock, you're in the right place. There will be two parts to this video. First, we'll go over how to sign up, and then the second half will be on how to upload your resume along with pro tips around how to navigate VMock. In the description of the video, you can find links to the second half if you want to jump ahead. To start off, you'll go to vmock.com/TAMU, and from here, double-check you're using the Texas A&M VMock portal by seeing the A&M logo above the button that says Continue with University ID. Once you've verified you're in the right spot, click the button and log in utilizing your NetID information. Perfect! Now that we're signed in, the first thing you'll see is this announcement feature telling you about VMock. So just click out of this if you want, and we can get to the good stuff. So after you X out of the announcement feature, you'll be placed in the landing page, and you can upload the PDF version of your resume. I found the quickest way to do this is just by pressing the blue button in the middle of the page that says Upload Resume. Find your PDF version of your resume and upload. It'll take a minute or so for the platform to analyze your resume, but once it's done, it'll drop you to a page where the first thing you'll see is your resume score. So pro tip number 1 is to keep calm and read on. I know this will be particularly hard, especially if you're like me and you see a score that's under 90, and all you want to do is upload and keep uploading resumes every time you make a change. This will ultimately turn into frustration, which is never fun. So I like to remind myself it's just a score, and the whole purpose behind VMock is to help you continually, keyword being continually, improve your resume. So after you've taken a deep breath and gotten over the shock of not getting a perfect score, by the way, no one gets a perfect score, continue on by clicking See Detailed Feedback. Okay, before you take the automatic tour of VMock, I encourage you to do my pro tip number 2, which is to get something to take notes on, whether that's on your computer or physical pen and paper. This will help you to keep calm and read on. So go ahead and take the platform-initiated tour, or not, and let's get to the good stuff, which is the feedback. So, in the top left corner of the system feedback section, it will give you the breakdown of why you received the score you did in 3 sections: impact, presentation, and competencies. This brings me to my pro tip number 3. If any of these sections are red or yellow, which is the case for me for impact and presentation, focus on those sections first. So I'm going to click on impact and look through the subsections that are colored red or yellow. So for impact, it looks like I need to work on, and I'm going to write these down on my notes so I can work on these in my resume, implementing specific numbers, overusage of words, using avoided words like personal pronouns and the word the, and adding a section for extracurricular activities. So let's drill down into the feedback around specifics and utilize my pro tip number 1, which is keep calm and read on. So it looks like VMock wants me to add in more specific numerical representation in my section of work experience. But say I have no idea what specifics means because that term is very vague. In VMock, you can scroll down a bit and see what their definition of specific is. And if you're still wanting a bit more information, you can see more details by clicking on the See Guidance button. Great. I'm going to search for all the other red and yellow subsections and read through their feedback and jot down what I need to do to my resume. Okay, cool. So aside from working on implementing more specifics in my experience section, I have to do the following. Remove all overused words, delete words like personal pronouns, the word the and the word which, as well as add a section for extracurricular activities, implement or reword my existing sections to the ones that VMock provides in their essential sections, fix my date formatting to be consistent with month year to month year, and check the sizing of my fonts. Okay, I'm going to do all these things and implement them in my resume and then re-upload it to VMock. And look at that, I'm in the green. but even now I can still improve on some things. So, to put a nice bow on everything that we just went over, after you sign up using your NetID and upload your resume, remember my pro tip number 1, which is to keep calm and read on. Pro tip number 2, take notes so you have an easily readable list of what you need to edit in your resume. And 3, if you have any section or subsection that is highlighted in red or yellow, focus on those first. And that's it. Happy resume editing.